What is going on, guys? Today we have got a new evolution called Team of the Year Centre Back Prospect. So it is a max 85 overall, 82 pace, 88 physical, 8 playstyles as a max and no playstyle pluses, and it has to be a centre back. So in this we are going to go through 3 challenges. By the looks of it, we've got 4 matches as a minimum, 3 which takes it up to 7, and then another 2 to finish off, which takes it up to 9 players per one. We get the Jockey playstyle plus and then also Intercept as a normal playstyle, and it looks like a pretty standard upgrade. So in terms of kind of what we've got going on, Gabriel can go in it, can Lucas Hernandez, so we can go up to 89. It's not terrible. So it looks like you're getting what, 80, you're getting a 4 upgrade from it. I mean, it's not awful. The question is who can actually go in it then. The main players are going to be Alaba, if you didn't put him into Pep's Legacy, Saliba with another upgrade from him, and then our mate Dunk. Not a bad shout. So let's have a look at the eligible players then. So going in at the top of the top, other than players you've already evolved, you can obviously go into this as well. You've got Johnny Stones going into it also. Then you've also got Foy, Dunk Centurions, Holgate as a squad foundation, not terrible. Deriv, what are we actually getting in terms of back? So we get 4 overall, 3 pace, 4 passing, 4 defending, 4 jumping, 4 strength, 5 aggression, and 3 on the dribbling. So it's a nice upgrade. You'd kind of probably go with Saliba, to be honest. So let's have a look at Footbin, see have we got any, that's the new players. What I want to see is have we got any of the popular votes as of yet? They're not. Where's the evolution cards? So we've got popular evolutions. That's better. So if we go into Team of the Year centre backs, okay, we've got some. So we've got Saliba as number 1. I think that's a standard. We do already have a decent version of him, so that is something that you could have gone with already. So I believe it was, which one was this? We've got Team of the Year centre back, or I believe it's like a Winter Wild. Oh no, is that the actual Winter Wild card? So we could have gone Keep Up, which takes him to 86. So this is now pretty much the same standard. So if we looked at the 87, we get an extra pace, shooting wise not a problem, physical we get 1 more, so it's actually a better card, which is always better. Then if we have a look at the rest, we've got Team of the Year Prospect, we've got Alaba. We already had like a 91 of him, which is fine. Dunk with 83 pace is definitely not awful. We have Kim Min Jae. When we go with Stones, we already had another one of him as well. Bremer, not a bad shout. Holgate does look alright actually for a championship centre back if you're looking for something like that. Martinez, we already had a CDM that was actually really good. Konate, not a bad shout. It looks like it's a standard. I'd probably go, if it was me, I'd be looking mainly at kind of like Saliba. I think that's not a bad shout, mainly because it's free as well. That's going to be the big benefit of this, is you don't actually have to pay anything. You get that quadruple upgrade from him. You don't get no weak foot or anything like that, but the Jockey playstyle plus is not the worst that you could get, and you do get the Intercept as a normal playstyle, so it does add that little bit to it. So I think for me, if I was looking at this and thinking, who do I want to go with? I'd say Saliba would be number 1. Alaba's not a bad shout if you haven't already done the upgrade for him, because he could have gone, was it 90? He got to 93, he could have. So if you went with a Crossing Crusader, then Pep's Legacy, but that has now expired, so technically you're too late for it if you wanted. So naturally that one's going to be a good one if you didn't do it, but I do think a lot of people went with that 93 Alaba, so he's kind of off the list. Stones, I would have gone with the other one personally, because it does make him into a CDM as well. Kim Min Jae is definitely not a bad shout. I don't think I've seen, I don't think I've seen many of his upgrade, to be honest. So again, makes him into quite a nice 88 centre back. And then, if your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders. I would say Dunk as well, but I just don't think he kind of has that body type that works. The 90 defending, 89 physical is really nice, but again, it kind of go down to if you've already got the card. I don't know if it would go extinct really, but it could do 68,000. If you went actually all in on him, that would be crazy to see, because naturally he went into that Centurions upgrade as well. But if you held him since then, you're absolutely laughing at it. 69,000, I don't think he's worth grinding out for that. I know he's a high rated, but that for me is just not the one. When it comes to the lower ones, Bremer's not a bad shout, but again, I'm not a massive fan of him in his overall. Fofana, not a bad shout as well. What I've got to think for this is the extra on top. So it isn't necessarily Saliba at his 87, but when he can go up again, like how Pep's legacy was from like the rare crossing Crusader into Pep's legacy. Could that be the same for Saliba? Will we see the 87 then go into a 90 at some point? It'd be picking that really more than anything. So I think Saliba would be my number one shout. I'd be then looking at maybe Kim Min-jae, as I've already done a Stones, and he did have an SBC already as well. And then Alaba, I've already got into one of the upgrades already. So it's not a bad one. At least it's free. I can imagine we will see another one coming soon. We do have quite a few of these Team of the Year ones to get done as well. Wow, 89 everywhere. But in terms of the upgrade, not a terrible one. I just think it's just going to take a little bit of games to kind of grind out at least a Saliba, I think. So let me know who you're going to be doing and how many evolutions have you done so far.